Hey sewing family, welcome back again to the channel. So in today's tutorial we are going to be learning how to make a palazzo trouser. As we all know, there are different types of palazzo trouser, but we're going to be making one that is fitted a bit in the knee. Right, so I say a very big thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for the love and the support. And then if you are just watching for the first time, please enable to subscribe to the channel. Alright, now as you can see, I have already drafted out some lines on this. So the first line I have will serve as my hip line, the other one will serve as a crotch line, then the next one will be my knee length, then I have the full length. So the first part of this will serve as the waist. Also, I'll be using a 2 inches band. That's why you can see me placing my tape rule from 2. So my tape rule is actually reading from 2. So I'm reading my hip on 9, the crotch on 13, then the length of the knee from around 25 inches. Then the length of this is about 43 plus 2 inches allowance. Alright, please don't forget to add the allowance to the length of your trouser. Right, so what I'll basically be doing now is I'll be inputting in my measurements. Remember, all other measurements will be divided by 4 apart from your crotch and then from your thigh measurement. So you can see I went ahead to just rule what I have as my thigh divided by 2 plus 2 inches allowance. So there I'll be using 2 inches as my crotch extension. So that's why I have that line you can see. Again, what I have ruled is my thigh divided by 2. That's on the crotch line. So I'll take my thigh measurement again, as you can see me doing. So just go ahead and use the highest part of your body part measurement. So the thigh is going to be divided by 2. So I'm taking my thigh measurement on the crotch line. So I have my thigh measurement. Then I'll be adding allowance to this as well. So I already went ahead to take my thigh measurement, which is 11.5. So I added 1 inch allowance to this because I want the whole part of this to be a bit fitted. So what I marked here is together with my allowance. So you can go ahead and do the same thing for yours. Alright guys, so now I'm on the hip line. So I'm going to be placing my rule on the hip line, then I'll take my hip measurement. So go ahead and take your hip measurement on this line. So the hip line is always from about 9 inches. So considering the band, that means this is on 7 inches. So that is my hip measurement. I'll be adding 1 inch for this first. Although I'll still be adding another allowance. That is because the person I'm making for wants this trouser to be a bit free on the upper side. So now I'm going to input in my waist measurement. Now you can see I'm using the top of this for my waist measurement. So go ahead and take same measurement for yours. On this top here, add your waist measurement. Now we'll be adding 1 inch to this for our allowance. Also, we're going to be adding another inches for the dart. So you can see altogether I added 2 inches allowance here instead of me adding it 1. So I just went ahead to add 1 inches for the dart and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So altogether I added 2 inches allowance to my waist. Now like I said, I want the hip to be a bit free, so I'll be adding 1 more inch to the hip of this. So that is why you can see me having 3 lines on the hip. Now connect the waist to the hip, as you can see me doing. So you want to use your ruler to do this. So go ahead and connect this gently. So once I'm done with that, now connect this to the crotch line as well. So go ahead and connect it like this. Now like I said, the knee is going to be a bit fitted. So I'm working with a knee circumference of 19 inches. So I'm going to have about 9.5 there. So for my crotch extension, I use 2 inches like I said. So I'll be giving it a curve now into the crotch. So this is what I'm going to have. Now this actually depends on the measurement you are working with. But for this measurement, I'll be using 2 inches for my crotch extension. So just give it a curve like this, as you can see me doing. Now I'll be taking the knee measurement. Like I said, I'll be using my knee circumference divided by 2. So but before I do that, I'll just connect this line straight ahead. That is because I'm really sure that what I have there is really wide enough even after I connect this as a straight line here. So I'll just connect this straight down as you can see me doing. Now from this point I will take my knee circumference divided by 2. So I'll be inputting in that measurement right there. Sorry guys, I'm really sorry for the sounds, but it's really a busy area here. Now take your knee measurement, mark that, then add allowance to it. So this actually depends on how free you want it to be, but like I said, I don't want it to be too free, so I'll just be adding 1 inch allowance, which will serve as my seam allowance. Now I'm going to connect from my crotch to that measurement I have right there. Right, so now we'll be connecting this as a straight line. So I'll go to the length of this. So I wanted it to be about 12 inches wide, so I'll just go ahead and take that measurement right there. So you can make this as wide as you want it to be. So first go ahead and connect this line as a straight line like this, as you can see me doing. So I really had to lay this on the floor because the material is kind of slippery. That is why I'm walking on the floor today. Now I'll be taking in my measurement from that line I drew. So you can make this as wide as you want. It is actually something you can play with right here. So this is how wide I want my horn to be. So this is about 10 to 11 inches. Just go ahead and mark it there. Like I said, you can go as wide as you want the both of this to be. Now I'm going to be connecting from my knee line now to what I have right there. So now go ahead and blend this now so that you don't have any sharp or pointy area. So this is what the front piece of my trouser looks like. Now what I will be doing now is I'll be cutting this out and use this to cut for the back piece. So go ahead and cut on the lines as you can see me doing. Please be careful not to cut the wrong part of this, the right part of this rather. So you can see I'm cutting off the excesses by the sides. So just go ahead and follow the line and do this. You can see how slippery the material is. This is why I had to lay it on the floor. Right, so this is what the front piece looks like. Now I'll be trimming off these excesses I have here. Now I've gone ahead to fold another fabric and I placed the front on the back piece. And on the top I have about 4 inches that I added to this. So this is because I want the back to be a bit longer than the front. That is because of the butt that is going to be at the back. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and measure 2 inches in front. So this is what I'm going to be adding to the back piece. So just go ahead and add 2 inches to this randomly. So I'll be taking 2 inches as you can see me doing for the back piece. Then for the waistline, like I said, the back is going to be a bit higher because of the butt. So this is going to be going up a bit. So just go ahead and connect this like this. So it is the 2 inches I added to the front. I'm adding, I continue to give a curve like this, just following what I have. Now I'm going to take that 2 inches downwards to the length of this trouser, even on the knee length. So just go ahead and basically add them continuously like that. So now I'll use my ruler again to blend this as a straight line. It is fine if you can connect it at the straight time. I just like to work with my ruler so I have a perfect shape and I don't have to keep contouring again. So this is what the back piece is going to be looking like. Now we're going to be working on the waist part of this, which is where we really need to pay more attention to. Right, so like I said, the back is a bit higher, so it's going to be about 2 inches higher. Now before I work on that, I'm going to take what I have, as in the total of what I have on the waist of the front, together with the allowance for the dart and for the sewing. So I have about 10.5 inches there, so you can see me extending this to the 2 inches I took earlier. So also from that point you can see me measuring. I'm going to go up by 2 inches. Now after going up by 2 inches, this is going to be how long the back will be. So you can decide to use 1.5. For me, I'm going to be working with 2 inches. Now the same measurement I took on the waist of the front piece, I'm going to be slanting my rule like this and then take that same measurement. So this is because I don't want the 2 inches I added to the as an extension for the back to affect the waist. So I want both the waist to be equal. So I'm just going to go ahead and slant my rule like this and take that same measurement I have in the front, which was about 11.5 inches rather. So I'll take that here. So that is exactly where I have the 11.5 inches ending. Doing this will make both the front and the back waistline equal. Now I'm going to go ahead also to mark where my hip is. Now from that 2 inches I extended up, I will mark it to where I have my 11.5 like this. So you can see it is slanted, right? So this is how you're going to be marking it. Now after you have this, I'm really sorry that the other part of the camera is blocking this. So after you have this, go ahead and mark your hip line, then open up this front piece like this and then connect what you have as your new waistline for the back to your hip line. So both the hip line for the front and the back is going to be the same thing. So this is what I have. I'm really sorry you could not see that part. Now so I'm just going to be cutting out, as you can see, following the chalk I already drew on this. So I have my new waistline for the back and I have a new hip curve for the back as well. So now I'll just open this up now and cut along the lines where I have the chalk. So as you can see, I did not add any allowance to the sides of this because I've already added all the allowance I need to the front already. So just go ahead and give this a nice curve and cut it out. So take your time to cut this out, guys. Right, so this is what the front and the back piece looks like. Now I'll be adding that to this, so I'll just go ahead and mark the in between of the person I'm working with, which is about 8 divided by 2. So I'll be marking 4 inches and notch it. So this is what I'm going to be using as my band. This is going to be on fold. So on fold I have it as 2.5 inches, but if I open it up, it is about 5 inches. Then the length of this is the length of the waist plus about 2 inches as well. So this is what I'm going to be using for my band. Then I'll go ahead and notch on my dart now. So your dart, take your measurement, your nipple to nipple divided by 2, and then take it from your crotch line and mark like this. So where you can see me marking is where I'm going to be notching from my dart. Alright, if this tutorial was helpful, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and then please, if you're a new subscriber, kindly subscribe, and please, so that you get notified when we post a new video. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. So this is me notching it out. So go ahead and notch for both the front and the back piece. So this will be all for the cutting. After I'm done with the notching, this will be all for the cutting. Now I'll see you in the next tutorial, which will be for the sewing of this beautiful palazzo trouser. So the length of this is going to be about 5 inches or 4 inches. So this is just going to be the length of the dart. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching.